אשרי יושבי ביתך.
Hi, Rabbi Jeff. Hi, Anna.
Hi, Rabbi Lauren. Hi, Anna.
Hi, Rabbi Lauren. Hi, Rabbi Jeff.
And hi to everybody watching. We hope you're all doing well during this stay-at-home time.
We miss seeing all of you and getting to sing and pray and love and dance and tell stories and learn together in person. But we've been so glad to see you online at Rise and Shine Services, Mensch Academy, and other programs throughout the week.
We wanted to make this video for all of you to let you know some news that feels partly happy and partly sad. In the next month, Rabbi Lauren, Rabbi Jeff, and I are all moving out of Chicago.
I'm moving to be the executive director and rabbi of The Well, an organization that's building an inclusive, inspired Jewish community for young adults and families in Detroit.
And I am moving to Atlanta to become the new rabbi of a community called Or Hadash.
And I'm moving to New York to start rabbinical school so I can become a rabbi just like Rabbi Lauren and Rabbi Jeff and Rabbi Lizzie.
And we're happy and excited about these new things, and that means that we'll be leaving our jobs at Mishkan.
And we're sad because we'll no longer be your Mishkan rabbis and your Mensch Academy teacher. I know transitions can be really hard, especially when they're not in person. I know I've been having a hard time because all I want to be able to do is hug each and every one of you. It's really frustrating and it's hard. So I want to share a little meditation with you that helps me when I'm having hard feelings. So I want to give you back just a little gift in the form of some wisdom and love, just for everything that you have given me. So I know that so many of you are having a hard time being at home for so long and not being able to see your friends and not being able to do all of the things that you love. And it's just hard. I know I'm having a really hard time not being able to run around and be able to do all the things I want to be doing. And for me, I practice some mindfulness, some breathing when I'm struggling. And one of the things that really helps me that I want to offer to you is to imagine that when you are feeling tight and small, it can feel like you are just like a tiny little ball that is just bouncing around in a tiny, tiny, tiny little room. And it's so hard when that happens because there's just no room for the ball to move. So it just feels like, oh, I'm just rattling around inside this little box. And when that happens, I want to invite you to take a deep breath. You can try that with me right now. Just a breath. And see if you can make that room, that container that your little ball is in, just a little bigger. So try that with me. Every breath, a little bigger. And when that happens, there's a little more space. And all your big emotions and all your big feelings can have so much room to play and to move and breathe and run around. And it's so much easier when you just imagine, oh, I have all the space that I need.
Thank you for your gift, Rabbi Lauren. I'm already feeling like I have more spaciousness to feel all of my big feelings.
Rabbi Lauren, I remember so many times that you have taught me something that has felt really helpful or something that's been really exciting. Like I'm thinking about the time the Mishkan family Sukkot party was in your backyard and we all took the train from the Mishkan office to Rabbi Lauren's house and we built her sukkah and we decorated her sukkah. And I remember Rabbi Lauren teaching a lot of kids and adults how to shake the lulav and the etrog, shaking it in all the directions. That's a memory that I really love from our time together at Mishkan.
I remember that too, and I'll also never forget singing together on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, sitting at the edge of the stage of the annoyance and singing, throwing our gratitude into the air, letting it surround us, singing the shofar song, telling the story of Jonah and blessing rocks to keep us feeling grounded to ourselves and each other, and so many intimate singing sessions and Shabbats in the office or at 2U and Wilson Abbey.
I remember all of that, Rabbi Jeff, and I'm really thinking about a memory of this year of Purim at the Annoyance right before we all went into quarantine. We had no idea that that was going to be our last time gathering together as one big community of kids and families. But it was so great to see all of you in your costumes and with your groggers and taking part in the Purim spiel and squirting hand sanitizer everywhere. Really good memory.
Oh, I love that memory as well. And a special memory that I'm holding on to is all of the time that we've spent sharing stories together. We've acted out stories from the Torah, we've thought deeply about stories at Mensch Academy, and we've listened to stories together at Rise and Shine. So before I go, I want to give you this story that will always help me remember our time together.
Once there was a woman who went to her rabbi to ask for advice. She asked, "Rabbi, I love learning so much, but whenever my learning ends, I'm so sad and I don't know what to do. It's so hard to say goodbye to the people that I learned with and the work that we did together. What should I do about this sadness I feel when it comes to an end?" And the rabbi thought, And she said, "I'm going to tell you a tale about a boy who was lost in a dark forest. He wandered around, feeling his way and stumbling without a light, when all of a sudden, a person with a torch came and took his hand and led him along. They walked side by side, sharing the light from the torch to guide their way. But after some time, they needed to go in different directions. They had to separate, and the boy worried that without the light from this person's torch, he'd be lost again. But the person passed on some of the fire from their own torch, and the boy now had his own light to guide him through the dark forest." The rabbi ended her story, and the woman looked unsure. She asked, "Rabbi, that's a lovely story, but how can that help me?" And so to that, the rabbi said, "When we are born, it's as if we are wandering around in a dark forest without light. When someone comes and teaches us and we learn, it's as if we're walking side by side with a person carrying a torch, lighting our way. But the goal isn't to stay side by side with this person forever. The goal is to have this person light your torch so you can go on too, off on your own path, finding others to walk side by side with, other people wandering in the forest alone, and help light one another's way." And with that, the woman understood. Mishkan families and Mensch Academy students, you have lit my way and led me on my path to rabbinical school. I will forever hold close the light you have given me through your warmth, love, and learning. I will miss you so much, but I will always carry a bit of your light with me.
Thank you, Anna. I know I'm carrying all of those flames inside of me from each and every one of you. All of you have your own unique Torah, that wisdom, that flame that's inside you. It's not just in books or in scrolls, but it's your own unique creative wisdom that each of you shares with the rest of us.
You have all really taught me to be able to access that excitement and that wonder and that joy that is inside of Judaism. And your ability to fully invest yourself in those emotions has inspired me to be able to do the same.
Something you all teach me when we come together is our sacred tools like a tallis or a hand motion or a song can bring grown-ups and kids across all generations even closer together. So I wanted to gift you this song by Dan Nichols with a message that when we hold each other close, we can be a light to one another and the world. Please sing with me. Bum bidi bum 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 bum bidi bum. Keep that going. Or zaru alach sadik Yishrei lev simcha. We must keep our hopes alive. We must raise our voices high. We must hold each other tight. We must stand up in the night and be a light. Sing the chorus with me. Or zaru alach sadik ul yishrei lev simcha. Or zaru alach sadik ul yishrei lev simcha. We must spread our love around. We must feel this spiritual sound. We must work till peace has come. We must love and live as one and be alive. For Zaru alach sadik ul yishrei lev simcha. For Zaru alach sadik ul yishrei lev simcha. Bum bidi bum 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 bum. Thank you all so much for singing with me and praying with me and creating this space for abundant love. It's been a true joy.
Oh, Rabbi Jeff, that was beautiful. I really connect to wanting to send love and wanting to hold everyone tight right now. Thank you so much for that song.
So even though we are leaving Chicago, we will still be connected, and there's so many ways to stay in touch with one another.
That's right. Closeness has very little to do with distance. In the coming months and years, we will want to know how you are, what you're learning, and what you're loving about this tradition and this community.
And we will always be your teachers and rabbis, and we look forward to sharing with you how we continue to grow and hearing about how you're growing as well. We love all of you, and before we end this video, we'd like to offer you a blessing. Yivarechecha Adonai vayishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you safe.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha vikunecha. May the divine light shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May you see the face of God in the face of everyone that you meet and be filled with peace. Amen.
Amen.
And so with that, we'll say lehitraot, not goodbye, but we'll see you later.
Lehitraot.
Lehitraot. Ashrei Yoshvei Beitel